everyone, welcome back to my channel, Shelly's Millions, where you'll join me on my quest to become a millionaire, even though right now I'm just living off of unemployment benefits. In today's video, I want to cover two things. I want to cover, will the state run out of unemployment benefits, and what will happen when the states run out of unemployment benefits. So stick around if you want to find out that information. If you're enjoying my videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video with anyone who might find it helpful. Sharing the video helps the channel, it helps the YouTube algorithm to share the video with more people, and I just really appreciate it. So thank you again for that, and let's get into it. Okay, and I just want to do the disclaimer, I'm not an expert. These are just my opinions. I have read some articles, I haven't fact-checked them. So do a little bit of research and let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, if you think I'm wrong. Let's start a discussion and see what we think of collectively. So every time I make a video where I talk about why payments are delayed or issues with receiving payments, I inevitably receive a comment that's like, well, the states are running out of unemployment money, or they don't have the money to pay us, and so they're just using this as a reason to delay our payments. I can definitely see why people would leave comments like that when even the headlines say things like, states burn through cash for unemployment benefits, and states are emptying their unemployment funds, and even the federal fund designed as a backstop is likely to run out of money. I can definitely see why people would say that. So I want to talk about in this video, are states going to run out of money for unemployment benefits, and what happens when and if they do? So stick around if you want to hear the answers to those questions. If you need to know what to do if you've run out of personal benefits on your unemployment claim, I have another video on that, and I will link that in the description down below. I too was wondering what would happen if our states run out of unemployment benefits, since I've been reading articles that say things like this. The current real unemployment rate is 20.8%, the highest since the Great Depression. Many states' unemployment funds aren't robust enough to meet growing demand. Typically, states can apply for help from the federal unemployment account, but even that could run out, experts warn. No system is designed for this level of unemployment. Former North Carolina Budget Director Lee Roberts told Business Insider. Roberts said it was highly likely states would begin limiting the duration and dollar amount of payouts to prevent the coffers from running dry. So what I think that means is that even though right now our maximum benefit is $450 here in the state of California, maybe they won't pay that high of a benefit in the future, or maybe typically you can receive 26 weeks of unemployment. Maybe after the pandemic is over, you won't be able to collect benefits for that long. So we will just have to see what happens in the future, and this was definitely an interesting topic to research. I will also link down below all the articles that I read and referenced during this video, so check those links below if you want to read the full articles. So unfortunately, it does seem like states are running out of unemployment benefits. The unemployment levels are higher than they've been since the Great Depression in the 20s, and states, it doesn't seem like we're adequately prepared. So I looked up where unemployment gets its funding from, and unemployment gets its funding from each state levies. They levy a payroll tax on businesses, and they put the proceeds in a federal trust fund operated by the Department of Labor. And at the time of this article, there were 21 states that didn't have the recommended 1 year of unemployment benefits saved up. So I feel like it's pretty likely that states are going to run out of unemployment benefits. It turns out California was one of the first states to request federal aid to expand their unemployment benefits, but I have a feeling that many states are going to follow in that request for federal assistance. So when the states run out of funds to pay unemployment benefits, they can borrow from the federal government, specifically the federal unemployment account. However, they're saying that the current crisis could empty the federal unemployment account as well. And according to the articles I read, what would happen, or what they're assuming would happen, if the federal government also runs out of funds to lend to the states, is that Congress would pass a bill so that states would have that money and they would replenish the federal backstop. But if that doesn't happen, other ways that states could fund unemployment would be to increase taxes, to borrow money from future spending, or borrow money from other spending programs. So the bottom line is you will still get paid your unemployment benefits, but how the states get the money to pay you is kind of the big question right now, because it does seem like a lot of states are going to run out of funds. They may need to borrow from the federal government, or they may need to look at other avenues to fund the program. Now on to the question as to if you will still get paid if the state runs out of money to fund the unemployment program. According to an article by CNN, linked down below, it seems to say that you will still get paid benefits. There shouldn't be an interruption in receiving benefits. That shouldn't be the reason why there's a delay when there's a holiday. A lot of us are applying for benefits for the first time. It was a really rapid influx, and so it's likely, if you are still waiting on payment from this past Memorial Day, that it is just because of the holiday and just the general increase in claims, and not because the state has run out of money. That should happen pretty seamlessly if they do run out of money, borrowing from the federal government, making sure we get paid, dispersing those payments. Of course, with the EDD, you can never really be sure. Like, I don't really know. Maybe they will run out of money and they'll delay and they will have to back pay us. But I don't think we're really in any long-term danger of ever just not getting paid. I don't think that that's what's going on. And specifically, to quote that CNN article, it says, "The cash crunch won't affect those applying for or receiving benefits." So it really should just be seamless. The states most likely are going to run out of unemployment benefit funds. They're going to borrow from the federal government. If the federal government runs out of money, most likely Congress will try to place a bill to increase the funds so that states can continue borrowing. And if that doesn't work, the states will look into other avenues to make sure that you still get your check and that you get your check uninterrupted. And the CNN article that even is optimistically headlined as, "Yes, unemployment benefits will still be paid even if state runs out," it does go on to say they'll get their weekly checks regardless of their state's financial situation. So that is some good news that's being reported right from CNN, that regardless of whether the states need to borrow money from the federal government or whatever they need to do to ensure that we get paid, this article does seem to say that we will still get paid. So I definitely am taking that as good news. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Like I always say in my videos, if you are interested in getting 2 free stocks, one of which could be valued up to $14, make sure to use my Webull link down below, make an initial deposit of $100, and let that settle. After that settles, they'll send you an email about claiming your free stocks. I do hear that the second stock after that initial $100 settles is usually the bigger of the two. I really like the platform. If you sign up, you get 2 free stocks and I get 2 free stocks. So it's win-win for everyone. I really do appreciate you watching. So yeah, if you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I will see you next time. That's all for me today, and thank you for watching Shelly's Millions.